So Monday 12th of October now. Plan for this week is to get the wheat. We've got 50 hectares of wheat to drill up at farm 2. We want to get that done this week. There's talking about a bit of rain coming through this afternoon, Monday afternoon, and then hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll have a dry week. There's quite a lot of clay, quite a bit of it is clay, so it wants a couple of or 3 days of drying, and then we'll get stuck into it with this weaving drill. I sprayed it off. I sprayed the bean volunteers off yesterday evening, so that's there. It's ready to go now as soon as it's dry enough. I have also been out spraying this morning on the winter barley, some herbicide. So yeah, right now I'm just changing following harrows. Yeah, they're getting pretty short now, getting worn out. Because I'm going to be on some heavy clay ground, I want a good set of following harrows to basically level off the seed bed behind the drill. So that's what I'm doing. I've now got a Milwaukee, this is a 1/2 inch sub-impact gun. So that's going to make my life a lot easier. I'm using that this morning or this afternoon. As you guys have seen, the grease gun, I've had that for a couple of months now. Got on really well with the Milwaukee grease gun. So we've got a little 1/2 inch sub-impact gun now. The reason why I went for 1/2 inch was because I've got all the impact 1/2 inch sockets. So it's basically the same size as the 3/4 one, just 1/2 inch. If you're interested in checking out some Milwaukee power tools for yourself, click on the link in the description below, and that will take you to the website. Yeah, that's about all I'm going to say really. Right, following harrows are all changed. For some reason they sent us a few extra ones, including ones that were different as well. You can see there, look, the difference in length. We got sent 4 that were slightly lighter colour red and at a different angle, and then 5 spare ones of the right ones. Now I'm just going to grease the drill up, drop the barley seed out that I didn't get out last week, and then maybe put some wheat seed in and get it calibrated for wheat. We're going to pick up this bucket that has got half a ton of wheat seed in it. I'm trying to do the steering and the joystick with one hand. Got it. Yeah, this has got the bag of seed in it that broke, so we're going to go tip it in the drill. Right, very simple to calibrate this drill. All I've done is run some seed through out the bottom of the drill. For some reason the camera keeps turning itself off. So all I've got to do is type in 10.32 kilos. That's 9 is what it thought went through, but it was actually 10.32, so we just correct that. 1.32 and continue. It says there was a error of 14.6%, but that was because the last thing I drilled was barley. That's why it was so far out. Morning, folks. We're going on a little road trip this morning. We got to go 6 miles up to farm 2. The first thing we got to contend with is getting out on this main road, because the front press is going to like poke out into the main road. So basically just wait till there's nothing coming from the left and hope for the best. It's a bit sketchy, but we'll be alright. Alright, we're away now. We had to wait a little while, but we're going to, up to farm 2. It's Thursday morning. We've got 50 hectares of wheat to drill up at farm 2, so alright, no problems on the main road, but now I've got to go up this lane, country lane. And the drill is, I think it's the best part of 3.5 meters, so it gets a bit tight in places. I was trying to work out how I could stick my GoPro to the wing mirror, but I failed. I didn't manage to do it, so you might well be able to see in the wing mirror yourself actually. You, it's quite chilly outside and windy. Say good morning to Eric. Hello, Eric. We got a few bushes on the drill, not too bad. Oh, a bit of holly. Apart from that, we're all good. So here we go, 11.5 tonne divided by 50 hectares equals 230 kilos per hectare. I've got it set to 215 just to allow for overlap. So yeah, let's crack on. We'll wear the paint off of our shiny new bits of metal now. I'm gonna have to go a bit steady because there's some big old flints in these fields. I already checked yesterday that there's seed coming through the spout, so that's all good. We want to turn the fan on. I think that's on. Nope. We don't want that one. Must be on D. Yeah, put the fan on to blow the seed down all those tubes. We've got 4-wheel drive, auto track on. Job's a good one. We're going to put on a tram line. Yeah, we're going straight in with a tram line. Job's a good one. See what happens. We'll have a look at the seed depth in a minute. Drop it down. Speed up. Right, we'll go out and have a look at the seed depth. Are you coming out, Eric? Oh, you can wait here, I'll let you out in a bit. We're right by the road, so. You see these volunteer beans? They're what would have fallen out the header on the combine. Doing a really lovely job. I did spray these beans, by the way, on Sunday evening. I sprayed them with Roundup. Lovely job, lovely seed bed it is. It's just got to work out if I'm putting the seed in deep enough or not. There's plenty of moisture there. There's one there, look. Where's he gone? If anything, that's a little bit shallow, but I've lost it now. There he is. See, that's about 25 mil. And I want it to be about, it's nearly deep enough because it only needs to be about 30 mil, 35 mil, something like that. All I have to do is extend the top link a little bit and it will put it in a bit deeper. Oh no. Wait there. I'll let the dog out this time. Doing a good job, isn't it? But I guess it's nice soil there, isn't it?
Yeah, it's going to be wet when you get up on that clay.
Yeah.
I'll be surprised if it goes, but...
Yeah, it might need another day's drying on the clay.
I mean, this is quite a kind bit of soil here, isn't it?
Yeah.
Eric. No, this isn't going to help, is it?
Eric wants to dig.
This isn't helping at all.
Buddy.
There you are. There it is.
Yeah.
That's about right.
Sort of 30 mil will do, won't it?
This has got a pre-emergent.
Yeah. It was all going so well, and I just filled up with seed, and the bag ripped when it was on the bag lifter and fell on the floor and split, so now I've got seed all over the floor. So that is not good. I've got a clear up job to do. I'll have to put it in the bucket on the 3350 and try and tip it in the hopper, I guess. I'm just on my third time round the headland on the first field. It's still just before 11:45 it is, and it's only a small field. I go 3 times around the headland, second time round I put in a tram line, so I'm on my last time round. Dad helped me shovel up most of that seed into the bucket on the 3350, and we managed to tip most of it into the hopper. The 3350 was struggling to reach the hopper on the drill, so most of it went in, some of it. So yeah, hopefully that doesn't happen again. Last year's seed bags again, like I explained in the last video. Basically the loop ripped, so not good. That's the variety that I'm drilling is Zyatt. Using the independent brakes to turn around on the headland. I didn't even realise I could use the independent brakes with this gearbox, because I thought that if I touch the brakes, the tractor would just come to a stop, but it seems to be working. I want to put in a tram line here. No, we don't. Don't want a tram line. It's lunchtime anyway. Eating my apple. I've got a very healthy lunch today. I've got 2 apples. I've got Skittles for when it gets late. We've got a ham bun. Yeah, 2 apples. 3 packets of crisps. Mini Snickers. I got about 5 of them. I'm sure they said it was supposed to be dry today, but it's raining. Well, a little shower anyway. I just had to quickly run out and put the cover over on the seed so it didn't get wet. But trying to remember some questions what I've been answered in the comment section. I know one of them was asking, well, I had quite a few questions asking why we've got 2 different drills and why I switched to this one. But basically, the Hectares is a really good drill in the right conditions and on the right soil. It likes really dry conditions. If it gets too wet, it just blocks up, and it likes firm, heavy soil as well, really, so that you can get the resistance for those discs, the seed discs, to turn, basically. It lacks a bit in width. They're really hard to pull. They really suck the horsepower. I think Hectares recommend 100 horsepower for every 2 meters. So that's why we've only got a 4 meter one. So as I was saying, like before, about the drills, with the weaving drill, it's much better. Just trying to see, so I'm doing going along at 9k right now, and it says we're doing 7.5 hectares per hour, so pretty good actually. That's spot rate, so it doesn't include turning on the headland. So I would have thought it's probably about 5 hectares an hour if you include, like average, if you include the headlands. But so the good thing about this drill is it's much better suited. So we use it over at farm 1 and farm 3, where the soil's a lot softer, whereas like the Hectares would, on that soft soil, the Hectares packs down headlands with all those row of tyres at the back. It packs down the headlands. This drill is a lot less wheelings because it's twice the width, so a lot less tractor tyres going over the ground, and you're picking the drill up on the headland, so you're not packing down the headlands. This drill is also really good when the soil gets wet. When it's drilling the seed, it's also putting air into the soil, so it's really good for that. So it's a bit of a cultivator as well as a drill at the same time, basically. Go in here, look. Just get through some seed this drill. Keep having to go back and fill up. And I don't bring the seed bags to the field, because they will split on the way up to the field. Had a few people asking about the combine, if we're going to change the combine this winter, and the answer is no. That RT670 will do a sixth and final season for us. There's nothing really wrong with it, to be honest. If I could, I would change the header, but I can't. Yeah, I would have one of the Draper headers instead of that X header, but we'll have to wait for the new one. We are going to, next harvest, we're going to try a Class combine and a New Holland combine, both straw walker machines. Class have just released a new series of straw walker machines. That's an 8900. 6900 is the one I think that we're going to try. It's like a hybrid, well, same as our John Deere really. So I'm on the last field. It is 6:30 in the evening, Thursday evening. And if you look here, the tractor has just passed 1,000 hours. So, and the tractor is exactly a year old as well now. So yeah, done 1,000 hours in a year, which isn't actually that much, to be honest, for a main tractor. That isn't actually a massive amount. It would normally do about 1,200 hours a year, but I barely did any hedge cutting last winter because the fields were all too wet. So yeah, it would normally do about 200 hours more. So I expect this time next year it will probably be on sort of like between 2,000 and 2,200. So, but we're getting on pretty well. We're on the last field, and yeah, I said we had 50 hectares to do in total. We've only done 4 hectares in this field, so I would have stayed and finished it all tonight, but I've got another bag of seed on the floor in the yard, on the concrete. I was carrying it really low, like it was just off the ground carrying it, and one of the loops snapped, so I just dumped it on the floor. So now I've got to try and work out how, it's not ripped open or anything, I've just got to try and work out how to get it in the drill. I'm thinking that I will have to bring up the JCB bucket and put it, or I can maybe put the 3350 bucket on the JCB and then try and push it into the bucket with the 3350. Maybe. I'll sort that out in the morning. I'm not doing it tonight. I haven't got a massive amount of drilling to do anyway. Simon is actually out, he's been out with the cultivator today, cultivating some fields at Farm 1. He's working the ground so that the soil will dry. And but he says it's pretty wet. It's going to take 2 or 3 days to dry out. That's also going to be wheat. So once I've finished here at Farm 2 tomorrow morning, all we've got left is 83 hectares of wheat to drill at Farm 1, that's where Simon is cultivating. So yeah, we'll hopefully get that drilled over the sort of like maybe Sunday, Monday. I think we're dry till Tuesday. Go right in. That'll do. Alright, now all I've got to do is put it up there and cut the bag open, and hopefully it'll go in the hopper. Right, so we got there in the end, got the seed in the hopper. Just doing my last tank now on Friday morning, and then I'm gonna finish this field and then take the tractor back to farm 1. And I don't think that'll be dry enough to drill there yet, the wheat there. So probably start drilling the wheat at farm 1 at the weekend. We've got spraying to do, so I'll probably get on with some spraying this afternoon. So I'm on my way home now. Well, I've just left farm 2 and I'm going back to farm 1. And yeah, going to switch over. Well, I've got to switch varieties of wheat, and I'm going to get a lift back for the JCB. So I've got to come back and get the JCB. Oh great, now there's a car. That's not good. Oh, he's right, he's going back this time. It's not good to meet a car that soon. Yeah, so I'm going back for the JCB, and we're going to be changing over to Graham wheat. But I won't start that until tomorrow because apparently it's pulling up pretty wet, so we shall see.